you know, we're waiting for the post-fight interview. I gotta say, listen, I'm not the only one. I think we all knew that Andre Berto was going to have some major problems with Shawn Porter. I did not expect the stoppage. What round was that? Round 8 or 9? And the crazy thing is, there was multiple times in the fight where Shawn Porter was doing exactly what we said maybe he shouldn't do, which was to try to box Andre Berto instead of brawling him. But listen, you know, this fight really meant a lot for Andre Berto. He needed this fight. And now, in my opinion, it's looking like that he's done. You know, I mean, where does he go, you know, from here, you know? So it's crazy because he was the A side. And a lot of people were saying, how's he's the A side of this fight? You know, because in this day and age, well, since Floyd is not fighting anymore, or he's not fighting boxers anymore, when you lose to Floyd Mayweather, you become the A side over your next opponent, even though you lost. Now, he did win his last fight, also against Victor Ortiz, and Shawn Porter lost his last fight a year ago, or in June, almost a year ago, against Keith Thurman. Let me turn the volume up in here. I'll be right back. I don't even know if I should be doing this. Nope, can't turn it up. Well, we're going to try to have to listen. I want to listen to this post-fight interview. But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. We're here in the Barclays Center. We are going to be going to the post-fight press conference soon, where I'm going to try to stream it live. I want to hear what Shawn Porter have to say, or Andre Berto. But listen, now going forward, Shawn Porter is the mandatory for Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is here right now. I've been stalking him and Errol Spence. Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. Well, Keith Thurman and Errol Spence are here. You know, even Danny Jacobs. I've been stalking them, trying to get, you know, an interview, you know, to talk about, well, now, you know, Shawn Porter's next. You know, but we also have the rumors of Garcia versus Keith Thurman, or Thurman versus Garcia 2 that's out there. Remember, Angel Garcia released a Instagram video where he said that the rematch, quote unquote, with Ponytail is happening. Let's listen. Let me move this over here so we can listen.
How would you describe this? Oh man, I gotta clean up those headbutts. Honestly, that's something we've been saying since I turned pro. We don't want to come straight in. We try to, you know, use the whole ring, work on angles, things of that nature. But, you know, sometimes in the heat of the battle, I'm a fighter, and Mr. Berto is a fighter as well. So those hand clashes was nothing but us fighting, going at it, and doing the best we could to win. And God bless, I came on the right side of it.
Has your head, because of those clashes, become somewhat of a weapon for you and set up some of your other punches?
Not at all. Not at all.
That was savage.
In this fight, yes, it was. Those were not my intentions at all. A public apology to Andre Berto. I played a part in those headbutts as well, but my intentions is never to use my head as a weapon. It's always to move out of the way of his punches and try to counter. So, you know, this was just a very hard-fought battle by both of us, and I'm just blessed to have a victory.
How do you maintain this onslaught for every round, every second?
We do it, man. We come back to the corner, and we're already working on our recovery on the way back to the corner. We work extremely hard. Take a look at our story if y'all can. We do some amazing things in the training camp, and our training camp, the preparation is long, it's hard, and as y'all can see, it's always worth it.
Stand by here just a moment. We're going to talk about what you want to do next in your mandatory. Andre, how are you? There was just an awful lot of action and headbutts.
This is all live.
It was hard for you to get anything.
This is going on right out there. I'm in the back, though.
Yeah, man, it was, like I said, you know, Shawn, I got to give him credit, of course, but like I said, man, it was, and he's a rough fighter. You know what I mean? That's him, and you know what I mean? He has great skills, but at the same time, he's gonna be rough and try to handle you when he can. So, you know, I got a lot of, you know, headbutts. Shit, he did too, but shit, it just, you know, it's crazy.
You accept the apology? And do you accept his apology? He just publicly apologized to you.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Listen, just listening to him talk right now, I gotta say this. I'm shaking my head, and it's only for one reason. It's the headbutts. We try to come in and we try to fight flawless every fight. And outside of the headbutts, this was really, our game plan was worked out very well. And I can only shake my head about the headbutts. It's very unfortunate, and yes, I am sorry about it.
Yeah. It is what it is, but like I said, man, you know, Shawn's a tough competitor, you know, him and his father. You know, they came in, I guess, we had a very, you know, good competitive fight until, you know, the headbutts got a little bit, you know, too much for me. You know, started shaking me up a little bit. But I think it was, you know, really good fight before all that.
And you want to continue now in boxing, or how you evaluate things going forward?
Yeah, right now, man, I just, like I got a long training camp, man. I want to spend time with the family. I just want to relax and, you know, really start to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Andre, appreciate it. All right.
He's already coming off of a year layoff.
Mandatory challenger.
Keith Thurman's in the ring.
Who has the belt right here. You guys fought one time. You know, had the judges possibly seen it a different way, you might have been victorious. Will you give him a rematch now? It's your mandatory.
He is my mandatory. You know, his team, they were adamant about getting the rematch, and now they fought themselves in position for the rematch. They truly deserve it. It's nothing but sitting down, talking to Al Heyman and making the fight happen, man.
Would that be your choice, and would that be what you would instruct Al Heyman if that's possible?
You know, I'm still not thinking about anything right now per se, but outside of that, this is a great fight. It's a great matchup. We had a fight of the year last year. We're going to have a fight of the year later on this year. He's hungry. You see the way he fights. It's going to be a great fight.
You'll have a lot of attention on Spence and Brook coming up in England in May. How do you see that fight? And is that another possibility should you decide not to go right to the rematch?
At the end of the day, you know, I wear red, white, and blue, so I look forward to Spence bringing that belt back home and creating more opportunities for the welterweight division, man. Your boy Keith Thurman's at the top, and I'm willing to fight everybody.
How do you force him into the fight now that you have the mandatory?
Man, I was just up here wishing he was going to say yes. That's the fight I want next.
He kind of did.
And he kind of did. He said a whole bunch of words. I didn't understand them. All I know is yes.
Negotiate, baby. All we got to do is negotiate.
All I know is yes. Hey, but hey, congratulations on your last fight, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Brooklyn, that's what y'all want.
We may have a date. All right.
And I can guarantee you, everybody at their house is screaming at the TV. That's what they want to. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Congratulations.
All right. So as I said, what we got to do is we got a long night ahead of us. Shawn Porter's going to go to the back. Basically, we're going to get ready for the post-fight press conference. As I said, man, I don't know where Andre Berto goes from here. I mean, listen, he can have a rematch with, Robert Guerrero. That's still out there, depending on what Robert Guerrero's doing. I'm still somewhat, even though Thurman versus Porter 1 was a good fight, I'm still somewhat, I don't know if I really want to see that again, but at the same time, just like Keith Thurman said, Shawn Porter has fought himself into a rematch, even though it was just one fight. Remember, he lost last June to Thurman. Now he's fought Berto, and now he's going to fight, Thurman again. But is it really... here's the cards. 78-73, 79-74, 79-71 for Porter. Andre Berto just didn't stand a chance, man. He just didn't stand a chance. He was looking slow. He was looking sluggish. And then, like, midway through the fight, it's looking like he was trying to find a way out. So I really want to know. I mean, he's saying, that he wants to take some time off and go be with his family and everything. But remember, it's April the 22nd. His last fight was April the 19th. Shawn Porter and Kenny Porter said they've been trying to get this fight done since November. And basically Andre Berto's team was like, listen, we got to make sure the terms are right and the money's right and things like that. Andre Berto got paid $1.2 million on paper, and Shawn Porter $1 million. So it is what it is. But anyway, on TstreeT Controversy, this is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Now we got to go to the back. Let's see. Let's go back here and see who's back here. We got to go in the post fight room.
This way when you're ready. Go ahead.
Nothing's going on yet.